Okay guys, new week, new episode. I have cursor open already because I think I need to make some changes. Currently, what we had is just a little field with writing a review on the specific stay or the restaurant we visit. But then I was talking to a friend yesterday and basically they were like, oh, if you just have a rating system, you can just populate that on the page. And I was like, oh, that's actually smart. So I kind of want to change the approach. I've already been chatting with cursor. And basically what I first said, like, please analyze the project execution plan and then see what stage we're at. And then it actually came, also we need to have this review system. So basically what I now want to do, I had it mapped out already. So what I did, I just prompted a few things on what I think is beneficial. Like I want to keep the personal touch. So I want to have like a short story on our experience, then maybe the rating system. And then from there onwards, I created a .md file and then we have our plan. So basically this is the implementation plan for enhancing the personal review system. So we need a table personal reviews. I'm gonna check this first in Supabase if we don't already have tables for this, because I think we do have some table. Then this is connected to the listing type, listing ID, review aspect rating, review images. So we will have two different images, one images of the property or the restaurant and then one images that we actually took. And then the definitions and API. And then we need to create the components. So in this episode, we're just going to work on this because I also didn't have time yet to add more properties to the project. Maybe I'm just going to add some placeholders so just we have some information. So we're going to build another feature today. So if you like watching this content, please subscribe, help me out a lot. And yeah, I'm back in recording mode. So let's go and let's make some cool. Okay, so we are in Supabase. I see we have the table reviews. I think previously this was used in the project for other users. So I'm gonna ask this first. So in the database, currently we have a table reviews. Can you please check if this is for external users in the future? Please check through MCP and then analyze if we're gonna use this or that we still set up the personal reviews table. I didn't get the table. Okay, so that's one. Review, room images, room stays, amenities, dining. Yeah, I think that's the only. So maybe we can just keep this for, let's say, if you would visit a property or a restaurant, that you can also leave your review. So it's not just only our experience, but also from other people that actually visited the property. Let it analyze the MCP. Okay, once this is done, I get back to you guys, just not to waste your time. Okay, so it analyzed the database with MCP, and then it's basically saying this review table is for external users because it's connected to the profiles table, which is for external users. So it's basically suggesting leave this as is for the future, and recommendation use the personal review system. So what I'm going to say now. Okay, I would like to start building the personal review system. So let's start with phase 1 and create the database for the personal reviews and for the personal review aspect ratings and the personal review images, and also create a bucket for those images. I think I don't need the thinking for this. It's auto, whatever. Let's see. I think there's just been another cursor update, so I just want to see which model it will pick. Maybe it's just automatic using cursor Anthropic 3.7, but let's see. Okay, so this is done. Let's have a look in Supabase if it's actually done. So we have personal review aspect ratio, personal review images, and personal reviews. And then I actually myself made the bucket personal reviews. The only thing I don't know, like I didn't have this with other projects and maybe it should be this way. So we have personal review images and then in the table we have ID, URL, alt, path. Usually I just store it and then link it to the, let me add this. So I think with the other projects, we don't have a table or other, let's say the stays. I don't have another table for just the images. Like, shouldn't we just store this in a bucket and link it? Or is the approach that we currently did better? Please let me know and make concise fixes if we don't need the table for images. You can just directly link it to the bucket. I just need to figure out if it's the right approach, because otherwise... Okay, now it's gonna fix it. So apparently there's no need to have a different table. And maybe that's good to know for you guys as well. Or maybe it is, I think it doesn't really matter. I think it really depends on your preference. I don't have any preference. I just got used to not having it. So now when I see that it created a different table for it, it's kind of off. So let's see what it's doing now. I think what it did now is in the table of personal reviews, add images array. But then I just need to delete this one now. Before continuing, do I delete the image table? Like, I don't want to keep tables that we're not using. I have another big project and I have so many tables that... Okay, I don't need SQL for this, or SQL. Drop with cascade. It's not in there. Okay, all good. I deleted it already. Let's move forward to phase 2. That's why I like working like this, because now, maybe it's too small for you guys. Oh, that's too big. So now it's just like, okay, hey, this is phase 1. We're gonna do this, 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 this. It puts an X mark when it's done. I check it, we go to phase 2. So we know exactly what needs to happen, and then we can move forward to the next. Okay, I'll let this run and then we're gonna review it together, and if there needs to be any changes, we make it. If it's all good, we just move to phase 3. Okay, so it made some changes, but it already started working on the activities and the other ones. So, and it was using Supabase JS instead of the SSR, the newer version. So I just checked if it's using the right version. And then I asked how far we are in phase 3. So we did phase 1, phase 2. And now we should do phase 3. Let's work on phase 3. Make sure to include everything for the stays and the dining. The other ones we can do later. Then we'll start creating the component, and then we have other inputs there. That's phase 4, the components. Also, what I still want to add is either a link to the menu or what's the name? An image, so that I always like, whenever I go to a restaurant, I like to check the menu before. Usually I do it on Google Maps, but it's not always there. So it will be an added value if we can actually showcase it on the website. And it can go for food, can go for massage. I just came back from Thailand, and whenever I was looking for a good Thai massage, I prefer to just check on Google Maps the menu. If it's not there, I go to the next place. So I think if we can add this information, gold. Okay, so it says it's done. So that should be phase 3. The only thing we need to figure out is, okay, you're saying it's done, but I don't see a page in the admin dashboard where I can manage all the reviews. Also, the sheet is not updated yet. personal review implementation plan. Please let me know where I can find the page to manage all the reviews. And then, yeah, tell me the next steps. Like if I look here, I don't see anything for the... That's the form that we had. So we have... It's the old one that we had. Okay, now it's making the page. Let's see what it comes back with. Go back to admin. It keeps spelling my name with 1B everywhere. Even though I corrected it like 10 times, it still keeps saying Robin. At least in the Netherlands we say Robin. I'm not sure about you guys. This would have been my female name. Whenever my parents would get a female daughter, this would be the name. But then when it was a man, like me, double B. Very creative. Okay guys, this is taking way longer than expecting. For some reason it keeps referring back to the activities. So who's new to this? We have a few sections on the website, which is dining, stays, activities, beach clubs, and wellness. We decided to not make beach club activities and wellness yet. I also told it now to Cursor, like just skip this for now, we'll do it later, because we don't even have the page and not even the database structure. It still kept doing it, and now it kept in like a loop full of bugs. So I hope it's quickly gonna be resolved, because I don't have much time anymore. But then at least you guys have an idea of what I want to accomplish. Then what I will just do tomorrow morning, I'll just map out exactly the structure, get back to Cursor, and then in the next episode, so tomorrow, we can fix it properly. I thought this was gonna be quite easy, but apparently because of this specific activities thing, it just kept making issues. I hope that now at least I can show you guys the page, because the issue what I have now, so what I did from a UX perspective, it's horrible. What I want later is just a table here with all the reviews, and I can just add a review. Now it's not fetching the personal reviews, but then what it said is I should navigate to the details page. If I do this, it says stay not found. If I go to the personal review, it shows the screen and then stay not found. So there's something going wrong here. Okay, so if we ignore the image issue, how are we fetching the stay? When I click details, it says stay not found. Are we filtering by, what's the table again? Listings. Listings with, let me check again. So we have listings. Listings. Then the table category ID. For the type, please check at stay column and add stay dining column on how to fetch the right stays. It's all connected to the main listings table. So the stay or dining should be fetched by listing ID. See, I got many errors now for the activities. But I think that should be fine. I think we can even just delete those. And the pages are fetched by ID directly from the perspective source function, but according to your component, you're linking to detail page. Okay, let's see if it's loading now. Otherwise, I'm gonna properly analyze it tomorrow morning and then record it all for you guys. Okay, so we go to listings, stays, details. No, still not working. All right, then sorry for this little of information in this episode. The episodes are still, for me, trying to become better at problem speaking. So I'm very sorry for this. In tomorrow's episode, I'm just gonna analyze properly why it's not fetching the right stay. And then whenever I have that, I'll just map it out for you guys and we'll finish this feature and then we can move forward with the platform. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry for not that much context today. At least you have an insight in what I want to build. And if you have any feedback, let me know in the comments. I wish you guys an amazing day and yeah, keep building cool stuff. Cheers.